Hello, race fans. You find us here at Abilene Speedway today, and we are going to be talking with owners and promoters of Abilene Speedway, Rob and Libby Poor. Now, they have got their season kicking off next month, so we're going to get the lowdown on that, but also we're here to promote the Tom Series, which will be racing out here this year again.
Yep.
And they always put on a great show. So, Rob and Libby, y'all say hi to all the fans there.
Hey there, we're
Hello.
so glad y'all are watching us, and of course we're so glad that y'all are fans of y'all and us at Abilene Speedway. We're super excited about this year's season.
Yes, we're ready for it to kick off.
Now, the first race weekend, if I'm right, I think they race at Heart of Texas on Friday night and then come out here on Saturday night. So that Tom's race is actually going to be 2 nights of racing for the Tom Series, which only happens like once or twice in a season. So it's going to be a big weekend. Last year, there was like 35, 36 cars in that event.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we've had a great turnout every time we've had the Toms.
It's in April, right?
Yes, in April.
22nd, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, next to last weekend or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a great turnout, and we've always had really good racing and really good crowd.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think this year's even going to be better, and looking like we're getting a lot of questions from people that want to race the Tom Series this year that haven't been racing it in the past. So we're really looking forward to a great season, so it should be a great show. Before we get into that any deeper though, you've got a race event coming up that Abilene is very well known for, and that's the Icebreaker. Give us a little bit of information on your Icebreaker coming up, the dates and such as that.
Well, it's coming up February 17th and 18th, so it will be here before you know
Around the
it.
corner.
We'll have Sunday practice. We will have on the 5th and the 12th, and that's always from 12 to 4. So you definitely want to come out for the practices, and then of course we'll have practice Thursday night on the 16th, and then we will race Friday and Saturday night. Rob can tell you a little bit more about what all we've got going on, the classes and all that.
Yeah, the modifieds are fast shaft invitationals. They're $1,200 to win for the mods, $1,500 for the stock cars, $1,000 for the sport mods, and I think it was $400 for the street stocks.
Which
Something like
factory
that.
stocks are, we
Yeah.
don't have factory stocks in Abilene. In fact, we tried to get them, we just couldn't get, there's not enough in our area, but they are welcome
Yeah.
to race with our street stocks as long as their
The-
rules.
The Kennedale rules and the Southern Oklahoma rules. But, the USRA cars are a little bit different, but we don't mind them running. if
And they
they're-
actually do really well with
Yeah,
our
they do.
street
They
stocks,
do
so
really
it's
good.
definitely worth their while to come out, so.
Well, that's good information. I'm sure there'll be a lot of those guys that are kind of tired of this winter weather and ready to get their cars out here and shake them down. This is a great place to come race.
Yeah,
What I've seen, watching some of this on the TomsRacing.tv broadcast for the Tom Series, this track has been phenomenal in the last couple of years that I have been watching it again.
Yes.
And I think you guys are doing a great job with track prep. And any comments on that? Any changes that you made?
well, that's up to me, I do all the track prep.
She does a little bit of everything, she thinks. No, it started about 5 or 6 years ago. We finally found some dirt that matched ours that didn't have rocks in it, and we could get it. And we found some chemicals that we used to help it, and we started having top and bottom racing just about every night. And it's been some of the best racing really around in Texas.
Well, I wasn't able to make it out here for the Tom Series, but I was able to watch it on TomsRacing.tv, and I was very impressed with the quality of the racing here at this really quick, fast little track. This is a quick track, but it's a kind of a technical track, I think is what the drivers would call it.
It's real deceiving because Bo was here helping us at the last couple of big races, and before we moved our back straightaway wall out, he said this racetrack is so fast, if you move that wall out, it's gonna be crazy. And we did, and he was here again this last October, and he said it's unbelievable how fast they're going here. So,
Wow.
Yeah, they use every inch of what we moved it out, and it's been great. We get great comments all the time about how racy and how our track, how well, they love racing here. People do when they come because it is super fast.
Yep.
Well, now Doug and I were talking on our way out here about these local guys that you've got that race out there. Fast Freddie Wotek, Josh McGay, a lot of these Robbie Crabtree, some of these guys that Tommy fame, you know.
Yeah.
Goodness, these guys, anywhere they go, they're not only fast at Abilene.
They traveled, yes.
And when they travel, they're fast there as well. And we were talking about, it's kind of a dry, slick track that you deal with out here, and anybody who masters that
Yes.
can really do well in a lot of tracks that they go to, and we're seeing that. What's your thoughts on that, Rob?
Well, exactly. When I bought this racetrack, the point system was a little bit different, but when they rained out in the Metroplex, you'd have 6 or 8, 10 points racers come to Abilene. And about 6 or 8 years into that, they quit coming to Abilene and starting scratch because they had trouble outrunning those local guys. It wasn't a good fit for their, night off. To waste a point night
Right.
racing against these guys. So
Right.
it really changed a lot.
Yeah, we've got some great quality racers here for sure, and I think it does have a lot to do with also that they're loyal to our track and they race on a good track, and we've got some good racing here, so that helps them.
Absolutely.
The more competition, the better. That's what it's all about, competition. So
If you've never been to one of these big events, especially the Icebreaker or the Southern Challenge at the end of the season, if you've never been, you're really missing out on something great. Now, in the years that in past when I've come out here to either one of those races, I remember the fun I had in the pits with all the people as much as I do the racing.
right.
Because it's just a good atmosphere.
Yes.
Everybody's happy to be here. They're thrilled to race. I just can't explain how wonderful it is to be out here just and experience what it is to be here for those two big events.
Yes.
I think we have some really great people. I mean, I don't think we do. I know we do. I know we have great racers and their families, and that's from the fans to the pits. And like you said, I think we have such a welcoming audience. We've had so many traveling series through the years that love it when they come here. They always say we're so welcomed when we come to Abilene, and that's Abilene in general, but I think you definitely see it in our racetrack and the people here, and we love it because of that. We enjoy all of our racers and our people, and I know that other people, like you said, even you enjoy it when you come because you're very welcome.
Always have. It's just that West Texas country personality.
That's what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into your schedule a little bit this year. I've copied that out just to make it a little easier. But of course, you got the Icebreaker coming up on the 17th and 18th. You'll be really, guys, make plans
Crazy
to be here
to
for
not
that.
come.
Yeah, it'd be crazy not to come for that. And then you open on March the 25th for your regular racing season.
Yeah, we always open on the last weekend of March.
Okay.
And then we race basically every Saturday night except for a couple of the holidays. And then we've got it posted. I guess we're closed, I think, May 20th and then the 27th and then like July for,
4th.
Yeah.
4th.
Yeah.
So other than that, we race every Saturday night. And besides other than the Icebreaker and the Southern Challenge, we always start racing at 8 p.m. And it's Saturday night, so that if you are traveling, it's easy to get here and be a part of it, whether you're a racer or a fan. And then, like I said, the Toms is coming in April. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah,
we moved our. Go
The
ahead.
non-wing sprint cars will be here also.
Yeah.
For the Dale Parson Memorial Race. They put on a crazy show here.
Yeah, that's the 8th. So that's like the third weekend we're open. So that's April the 8th.
Wow.
That is a huge, huge event.
I bet.
Yeah, that's a great one to come to.
Sometimes we have 35 of those cars for this
Is
race.
that? Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Talk about fast. They're fast.
It's scary to me.
Scary
Those
fast.
things- Yes, those
Yeah.
are,
Yeah.
because they're not like the wing cars. They can get away from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And we did actually, we've never done it. We've had our Southern Challenge in one spot for years, and actually just recently, just a couple weeks ago, we've actually moved it this year. We're going to attempt a different weekend that was available. So it is.
Second weekend.
Yes,
of
that
October.
13th and 14th, I think. Let me double check. I just looked at it a while ago. I can't open this page.
Stuck together.
Yeah. Yes, it's the 13th and 14th of October. So,
Okay.
So that's actually, I guess, the second weekend instead of what we normally do, the third. So we hope that everybody sees that, and we hope that y'all are a part of that.
Good. Now, I just noticed 410 sprints are gonna be here the week before that, or in August.
Oh yeah, the last.
410 sprints. Boy, I bet those
The
are quick.
elite guys took over that other series and they opened it up to unlimited. So the non-wing guys, same guy Nathan owns that and the series. So
August is a big month. We actually open up with the Tom Series in August on the 5th. Then we have a demolition derby, and then a regular night. But then we have the 410 sprints, and then of course that's our
That's
whole
our
month of
last month.
August. So that's a big month.
It's a big month out here in Abilene Speedway. Isn't
Yeah.
it? And then from that, the 410, the 26th of August, you take a break until October to come back.
Yes,
on
we
Saturday.
do not race in September
Okay.
at Abilene Speedway.
All right. Well, folks, I'll tell you what. If you've never been to Abilene Speedway, mark your calendars for what is it?
17th and 18th is the
17th and 18th
icebreaker.
of February for the icebreaker. That is a fantastic way to get broken in out here at
Right.
Abilene Speedway. And also we're going to be out here with the Tom Series, so we're really looking forward to that. Like I said, we were talking about in the last weekend, I believe it is, of April. They race on Friday night at
Heart of Texas.
and they come out
Then
here.
they come here.
And apparently they like that because,
Yes.
I mean, they gathered in storm
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
We had 34, 35, 36 cars, both places.
Right.
Yes.
And so mark your calendars for that. That's going to be a great weekend
It's a
of
great
racing.
crowd night. That's a great racing night. Yeah, we would love to have y'all. We would love to have y'all anytime at Abilene Speedway. Rob and I, we do it all, a lot of it ourselves, but we have great employees that also help keep this stuff going that have worked for us for many years, and we definitely don't want to leave them out because we promote and own, but they keep us going, and they're part of the good personality
Yeah,
and
yeah.
welcoming committee also. So we'd love to have y'all anytime.
Well, that you'll see what I mean if you come out here. You'll understand what I mean. Even if from like the ticket booth and the concession stand, when you go in there and talk to them, they're just so warm and welcoming. It's just great Southern West Texas hospitality, I guess you could
Yep.
say.
Yeah, well, we appreciate hearing
So,
that, and hopefully people feel that way.
Always a good time out here at Abilene. Well, anything else you guys want to bring up before we sign off?
I can't think of anything, but we appreciate you guys
Yeah, I
coming
can.
out.
Yep, that's what I would say. We really appreciate y'all coming
Yeah.
out, and we are super excited about the Toms this year coming again. And like I said, we had a great turnout, and people were super excited about it. That they had, a new series and how well it did.
Well, we appreciate y'all hosting the Tom Series.
Yeah.
John and Nikki and Keith doing everything they can to help that series grow, and it looks like this year it might gain some traction
Yes.
and do even better than it did last year, and we were happy with last year.
Yeah, they've
We
done a
had
great job.
good car counts last year, So this year we're thinking maybe it's going to get a little traction, do a little bit more than it did last year. But wow, thank y'all so much for being a host to the series out here, and we're really looking forward to coming to race with you guys.
Right. Well, we thank you guys and John and Nikki both. I know John does everything he can, him and Nikki both, to make this a great series, and people love to race for them.
Yep.
That shows that at Southern Oklahoma. So
And they're great friends of ours,
Yeah,
and
they're really good
we work
friends.
together a lot as much as we can, even though we race always on Saturday nights. But
Now Saturday night we're going to have the awards banquet in Oklahoma, in Ardmore, and then they're going to get on the ship and go.
I know they are
Forget-
going on. We
forget
didn't get
about
to
the
go on
world.
the cruise. I
Yeah.
know it.
They're going to go forget about that. And then they said we got to hurry back and get ready for the icebreaker, because they'll be
icebreaker.
here for the icebreaker
Yep,
too.
they
So-
will.
John's just trying to get some soft serve ice cream, all he can eat.
Yeah,
That's his
Yeah.
weakness.
yeah. That
That's
is
his-
definitely John's
that's his
weakness.
Achilles
If you
heel.
want to bribe John, bring him ice cream.
There you go.
Soft serve.
Yeah.
Bring your machine.
Well, I think they're really looking forward to coming out here for the icebreaker and participating in that. Man, I'll tell you what, once again, we can't say enough how much we appreciate you hosting the Tom Series. And like I said, I think it's going to be a great season this year. On behalf of John and Nikki Webb and Keith Pirtle, thank you so much for being loyal supporters of the series.
Well, thank
We
y'all.
enjoy it. Yeah.
All right, folks, there you have it. Here from Abilene Speedway Live, I'm Neil Palmer, and we've got Doug Rollo on the camera back there doing a fine job with that, and Rob and Libby Poor here at Abilene Speedway. Come see us.